There's almost a checklist for things to pay attention to in getting ready for our talk, things we should anticipate and plan for. In today's show, we will go through the most important aspects of preparation. Welcome back to this weekly edition every Friday of the Japan Business Mastery Show. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy, master trainer, president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan, and best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery and Japan Business Mastery. My new book, Japan Presentations Mastery, will be released soon. We are bringing the show to you from our studio in the High Performance Center here in Akasaka, in Minato-ku, the business center of Tokyo. This is episode number 95. We're talking about best practice speech preparation. Before we get going, a quick word from our sponsor. If you want to become a fully competent and confident presenter, then do the High Impact Presentations course. We are all being judged when we speak, be it in the internal team meeting or in a public environment. Be it the big bosses, clients, or an industry audience, everyone is evaluating us. Don't blow it. Get the best training on the planet. Do the High Impact Presentations course now in either Japanese or English. Are you doing business with Japan? Do you really know how things work? Japan Business Mastery provides the answers. Do you have the right networks and know how to create them? Do you know how to get on the same wavelength with Japanese buyers? Do you know what being trustworthy looks like from the Japanese perspective? Japan Business Mastery is based on more than 30 years' experience in Japan and will become your go-to guide. Want to succeed in Japan? Buy Japan Business Mastery now. Welcome back. Okay, now it's time for the show. Sorry de wa ikimashou. So let's get going. Best practice speech preparation. Before jumping straight into the slides to build your presentation, identify your likely audience. It might be an internal meeting report to your team, a presentation to your immediate boss, or to the senior executives of the firm. It might be a public talk. How knowledgeable are the attendees on the subject matter? Are you facing a room full of experts, or are they amateurs or a mixture of both? What are the age ranges and the gender mix? Next, consider what is the purpose of the speech. Are you there to pass on relevant information, to inform your audience of some facts and figures? Are you there to entertain them, to make people laugh, to boost morale? Is persuasion your objective, to sell them on your vision, idea, product, or proposition? Are you trying to motivate them to take action, to rally behind your flag? How long do we have to speak? Many may think a short speech is easier than a longer one. Depending on the objective, the degree of difficulty may be higher with the shorter speech. Trying to persuade others or to motivate others usually requires solid evidence to bring the audience around to our way of thinking. In a shorter speech, there's less opportunity to pour on the evidence. What time of the day will we speak? After lunch and after dinner are two tough slots. Consuming meals and alcohol will sap the audience's energy and attention. If it is an evening affair where everyone is standing around and your speech is all that separates the masses from the food and drink, expect they will be distracted. In Japan, in such cases, audiences are usually merciless about chit-chatting right through your speech. There is that low roar of an ascending passenger jet coming from the back of the room. How will you dress for success? All eyes will be on you. Given we absorb a good deal of your message through body language, how you present yourself makes a big difference. In Japan, it is rare to be overdressed for the occasion. Usually, it is better to be on the more formal side in dress sense than casual. Be careful that your tie, pocketchief, or scarf does not compete with your face for the attention of the audience. Where will you stand, or will you sit down? If you're using a screen, stand to the audience left of the screen. We want the audience to look at our face and then look at the screen. We read left to right. So your face first, then the screen is the natural order. It is better if you can stand simply because you are more easily seen by your audience, especially those seated at the rear. You can use all of your body language to bolster the points you are making. If you are forced to sit, then sit forward as high as possible in the seat and use voice modulation, gestures, and facial expressions to help convey your message. What will you do to control your nerves before you speak? You'll be somewhere in a holding position, either seated in the same room, behind a curtain, or to the side of the room. While waiting, your pulse will start to race. You will likely begin to perspire. The fight or flight chemical cocktail in your body will now start to kick in. If you have some space where you cannot be seen, then striding around, burning off that nervousness will harmonize your energy control. Following this, deep, slow breaths from your lower diaphragm will help reduce your pulse rate. In the hours prior to your speech, try to drink water to get fluids into your system. Also, make sure there is some room temperature water without ice prepared for you during the talk. Iced water constricts the throat, so we don't want that when talking. Select a title for the talk that creates curiosity. Isolate out the key points you want to make in the talk. Between 3 to 5, think of a strong opening that will grab everyone's attention. People are easily distracted, so you have to break through with a grabber start. Come up with 2 closes for your speech. One for the end of your talk and a second one for after the Q&A. We don't want the randomness of the last question to define the final impression of our talk. We want to end on a strong message for our audience, which we control. I hope you enjoyed today's show, and so please subscribe on YouTube. Share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Become a regular. Hit the little bell icon to receive update notifications. Our website details are on screen now, www.dale-carnegie.co.jp. It's packed with value, so certainly check it out. We try to offer as much value as possible, so you might also enjoy our other shows. In fact, we are releasing content 6 days a week. For podcasts, Mondays for the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, Tuesday for the Presentations Japan series, and every second Tuesday for the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show, Wednesdays for the Sales Japan series, Thursdays for the Leadership Japan series, and every second Thursday for the Business Pro Podcast Show, Fridays for the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays for Japan's top business interviews. Now, you get these wherever you get your podcast. Also, every Monday, we release the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, Every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show, and every Friday, the Japan Business Mastery Show. Saturdays, every Saturday, we're releasing Japan's top business interviews. These are all on YouTube. We appreciate your support, and please let others know about it so they can benefit too. We want to make a contribution to helping people build their careers and businesses. And so please join with us in that endeavor. In episode 96, we are talking about how to keep on top of everything. Onegai tashimasu. Please join me next week to master business here, because that is what we all want, isn't it? Japan Business Mastery.